Stories from the Vaults.
Hang on, are we actually on? Are we live yet?
We are live. We are live.
I can't see us.
I think we are. But I've just had a notification. I think I've had a notification.
Okay, oh, you're off my page, aren't we? There we go.
Let me have a look now.
No.
It's just come up with Give me 2 seconds.
Can he see us?
Everything's working but your Instagram.
What's that?
I don't know. It's the first time I've used a stream key, so that's I don't know how to fix that. Welcome. This is the Our House Rave Stories from the Vault weekly podcast with myself, George Kafetsis, and
I am Rujay. Hello. I still can't see. We're on my page here. What is going on?
Is it on the Our House page? You want to have a look and see if it's there?
I thought it was coming off my Facebook, no?
No, it's coming off the Our House Rave Facebook. You were going to share it. It was going to come off your Instagram, but for some reason, we can't get the Instagram to work.
So, guys, this is the pilot show. Don't expect miracles. We are going to do our very best tonight. This will be fun.
Oh, there you can see us. How good's that?
Where are we? Where? Oh, yeah, but I can't see us, though.
We'll come in a second. There's a bit of a delay.
There we go.
There we go. I moved you a bit across there.
There we go.
There we go. I don't know where to move that to. So, yeah, this is the Our House Rave weekly podcast. We're going to be talking about how the actual event got started. We're going to be talking about the fantastic guests that we have had at the show. And we're also going to talk about some stories of some things that have gone on. You can actually call in if you want to call in. I don't know what the telephone number is. What's the telephone number of Mr. Rujay?
We will give us 2 seconds. I'm just sharing this. And once I've shared, look, where am I?
You're there.
There we are.
Give me 2. There you go. How good's that? We'll come in a second.
We've got a right delay here.
There has to be a delay. It's got to go to the universe.
I think we're there.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, let me share this, and guys, we will get round to some
shouts
and stuff shortly. Bear with us. We are not professional. This is not Radio 1, obviously. I'm just trying to get my camera angle right.
Most important thing, obviously.
Most important thing, of course. Right.
It's gonna be.
So what we're going to be doing, guys, we are going to be playing some tracks. We're going to be talking about the event. It's just going to be a bit of Our House Rave-a-thon for an hour and a half every single week. You lucky people. And we will have some guests on, won't we, George?
Yeah, we're going to be phoning people. We're going to have guests in the studio in Digbeth. Can't wait for that. If you. Yeah, that's basically what we're going to do. I need some jingles, though.
We do, yeah.
First
ever.
Don't know what happened there.
What was that?
I pressed someone else's jingle.
Let's just use theirs. We'll adopt theirs.
Let's just use theirs. That was the lovely sounds of Robin S. Love for Love. We've actually had Robin S. at our first ever show.
We did.
We've got a little story about
we nearly killed her.
We did almost. We didn't. Basically, George being George, decided not to read the contract because he thinks contracts are for wimps. And it says that with no pyro, no smoke, and Rue, being the legend that Rue is, decided to play Show Me Love at plus, was it +5 or +6?
Plus, I can't remember. It was about +30, to be fair.
We hid behind the DJ booth on that one. We actually hid behind there. That was yeah.
So anyway, guys, how are we sounding? So a couple of shouts. Peter, James, how you doing, mate? Hope you're well. Jeff Beddoes, Darren Stifler. Who else have we got? Mark Etchells, Nick Ball, how you doing? And Joe Hunt. Can we have some feedback? How are we sounding? Are we sounding good? Are we sounding crap? Do we need to turn mics up? Do we need to turn mics down? Let us know first and foremost. Joe Hunt, have you read my contract? Here it goes. Blue ticks off.
Oh, there he
Too
goes.
busy for us today, though, weren't you, George? Way too busy today.
It's absolutely outrageous. We wanted Joe to be our first guest in the
Yeah.
studio, but he said he wouldn't come down until he saw it was the right environment for him.
Yeah,
and
and his manager was happy.
and his management were happy. So we had to do the first broadcast without the legend that is Mr. Joe Hunt. Shocking. Does he ever get mistaken like the Jeremy Hunt person? Does he ever get mistaken? For
Every day I speak to him. I can't get his camera angle right, I'll be honest. Right, so I think I'm just going brace. I've got fat. Anyway, so yeah, how we sounding, guys? So this could go one way or another. I think it could be amazing. I think with the right guests, I think once we've got a few jingles and we sound a bit more professional, I think it could be great. So we are going to work on that for next week. Tonight is just going to what's happened.
My little brother's just messaged.
Oh, here we go. Tell him to shut up. Shut up, Chris.
Just said Rue looks like a loser. Excellent.
Coming from the biggest loser of
I love it. I love it.
everything.
I love it how we start the day. Absolutely amazing.
So yes. Anyway, so so let's talk our house rave. We are now how many weeks away? Are we 7 weeks?
7. It's going to be 7 on. No, it's just gone 7, so we're shorter than 7. We're shorter than 7 weeks. I know
That's
it's creeped up on us.
Scary, but exciting all at the same
It's creeped
time.
up on us, but we've actually got meetings this Tuesday with the venue to talk about logistics of how it's going to look, how it's going to work, where the rooms are going to go. So it's super exciting. We've got some surprises along the way.
Surprises.
Yeah, and we can't wait to we want you to actually come down and experience something that you've never experienced before. We always it's a moment in life, as they say.
Oh. George is getting deep.
I love it.
So yeah, what we'll have to do tonight, we're going to improvise with the jingles.
But the improvise. But there's jingles already on this.
Oh yeah, no, but they're not our house rave jingles.
Yo.
That one isn't too bad. I quite like that one.
Yo.
Yo.
Nah.
Yeah, but the thing is, I have got the app on my laptop, so we can actually put some jingles on there, which will be quite exciting.
So guys, we need you to give this a bit of a share. Come on, this is something you have never seen, not never seen, it's be over the top, on Facebook and Instagram. As always, we like to be the leaders, not the followers. And so, like I say, once we do get our special guests on, I'm talking big special guests every single week, this will be amazing. So for tonight, you just got me and George. So anyway,
which is all you need.
So let's just. I think we should take everybody back because I think tonight would be really good to. How am I saying him, by the way? Because
You sound fantastic, mate. I can hear you.
Oh,
Maybe not doing that. Another thing as well, I don't know, I did tell Rue earlier, but he doesn't listen to what I have to say most of the time. This is going to be going on podcast, on iTunes, also Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Amazon, Google Podcasts. So all you ladies out there can fall asleep with us.
Funnily enough, this was also supposed to be going on Instagram, but it didn't quite make it.
I don't know why it never quite made it. That's the issue that I've got. I need to find out the reasonings behind that one. I do apologise. We did try.
So anyway, yeah, give us a quick share, guys, because we want to get as many people engaged in this as we possibly can. And next week we'll have some proper guests and also Joe Hunt. So let's. I think we should take it right back to the start and why our house rave started, because it came at a time when there's a bit of a backstory, to be fair, where George asked me. I asked George if I could just be his resident on Cream Classics because I'd retired. I didn't want to play any other gigs. And George invited me to come and play Cream Classics, and it was amazing. I loved it. And I was like, right, that's it. I'm just going to do classics. All I want to do. And I said, right, I can be a resident. He said, no, Cream actually don't want to do the Cream Classics thing. They want to switch it up. They want to do new music and all that kind of stuff. So that was very quickly finished before it started. And then he said, I'm gonna. In fact, you can tell this story, George.
I think it was at the Roger Sanchez event. We were. It was at Roger Sanchez at the Rainbow Warehouse, and I went up to Rue and said, "Listen, man, we should do something together. Your following and my following together, doing like a Birmingham reunion with all of your famous brands.
We'll get at least 20 people.
We'll get at least 20 people. Yeah, and so he said, "Yeah, call me on Monday." So I tried to call him on Monday, he didn't answer. And then I tried to call him on Tuesday, still didn't answer. And I called him on Wednesday, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to give him one more go. One more go I'm going to do. And so he answered the third time. And we put together a lineup, a concept, and got the venue, the world famous Q Club. It's probably one of the last shows that actually happened there of any real substance. Of any real substance. I think Bass Jam, you actually paid for that one as well.
Yeah, I did.
But there was a flurry of events just before it closed, and we decided to launch the lineup on New Year's Eve at midnight.
Yeah,
and we sold 25% of our tickets in one day.
It was the most ridiculous thing ever.
Absolutely amazing.
Because I'd done a couple of reunions. No, I hadn't. I'd done like a rock and rolly reunion. People were asking for a spin reunion. I was like, right, okay, we've got these brands, and we could just do this one-off thing where we just do everything all under one roof. And we smashed it, like literally, didn't we, mate? Your phone.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So yeah, and that's literally where our house rave started. And like George said, the first one was crazy. The tickets flew, didn't they?
It was absolutely amazing. Now, the actual trend, I'm not no promoter bull, but the trend is actually very similar to that first actual show where 3,500 people went to the Q Club, and a lot's changed in ticket sales in ticket sales through the years. So we're absolutely buzzing that we feel that this one's going to be the
put that on silent, please, George,
one.
In the studio.
I do apologise. It's my dad trying to get hold of me. He's phoned me, and then he's phoned Ange, and Ange's phone comes to the handset. So there you go. I do apologise. So there you go.
Where was we?
It actually says we are streaming on Instagram, but then says go check it out, and it hasn't worked, which is a shame.
Let's have a look.
Oh no! You know what?
What?
If I press this now, it's going to. There you go.
Oh,
it was me doing something absolutely stupid. Instagram, we are here.
So we're now on?
Yeah, we're now on.
Are we?
Yeah, we are. You'll see it come on in a second.
Will I?
Yeah, there's people coming on live. Apologise there, Instagram. You've missed the beginning of the show, but it was just some hiccups of us not being able to use the cameras, the lights, the mics, or Instagram. We weren't able to do that either. You are going to be able to listen to the. You can. Is it distorted?
Weird.
It looks a bit weird.
Anyway, we're on. That's
We're
the
on.
main thing. And people are. Oh, okay. So I can see that. I can watch that, and I can watch that. So I got Instagram and. Wow.
We
I can
smashed
see you
it.
all. So yeah. Wayne Poulton, how you doing? Keyrat watching. Joe Hunt, have you ever heard of Rue J, mate? If you hadn't have heard of me, you wouldn't be where you was now, and you would not have a blue tick. Ashley Mills at Roller Jam.
Joe, I do feel privileged that you are commenting on our stuff. Someone as established as
Are
yourself.
you actually joking? Mate, come on. Catherine Roberts, can't wait, roll on May the 5th. So let's just quickly take it back to where we were starting. And we were like, right, okay, I think we need an event where anybody over the age of 30 can go. Because my problem was I was DJing in clubs, and I'll be honest, I'm 40. Well, at the time I was 40. And everybody was so much younger than me. I just thought, no, you know what? We need... who's this here? Is that Airborne? Can't see Rue's mugshot. For some reason on Instagram, it's only showing like real slithers of us. If you turn it that way, does it change? No, unfortunately not.
I'll have to have a look at that.
We'll have to have a look at that. This is, guys, everyone on Instagram, this is our first live stream podcast, so please bear with us. Every week we're going to be pulling in, because these people have not heard this yet, pulling in the likes of Judge Jules, We're going to try and get Todd Terry on the phone, and like some real cool stories, I'm sure, will come from those people. I think next time we'll have a beer and we'll start really talking about stories, because there's some funny ones, I'll tell you now. But probably need a bit of Dutch courage for that. But yeah. So just quickly taking it back, and then we were like, right, how do we do this? Who do we book? And we were like, right, Robin S, biggest track arguably ever, and it was amazing. And what we did was we captured everybody who used to come out and thought about the old days of clubbing. We really captured the imagination of those people.
You know, the event in itself of like 6 years ago has been replicated. It has been replicated by name, but we are the original event, original reunion celebrating 30 years, 3 decades of house music in Birmingham. And that's what we really wanted to do. We wanted to celebrate Birmingham in a way that hasn't been done in the past before that date. So bringing back the lights of Spin, which was a massive event in its day and still can pull the numbers now. Rock and Roller, Mud Club, West End Bar, I think, was in the first one. Bakers. And obviously the Our House Rave main room, which we decided to book Robin S as the main singer, and Alison Limerick, if you remember rightly, Rude.
Alison Limerick, yeah, it was a big lineup. And that was Q Club, and that was an amazing show, and genuinely, I do feel we've bettered that show. I really do. George probably doesn't agree, but I personally think the last one, for many reasons, was a great Our House Rave show. Roger Sanchez didn't turn up. We were playing. We'd made this big,
through no fault of his own.
No
if Roger Sanchez is watching, we were absolutely good.
I'm sure Roger's one of the 60 people watching live right now.
You never know. So his flight was delayed from Ireland, was it? He was in Ireland,
somewhere like
that. Yeah. Okay.
And literally,
one saving grace of that though is that we managed to play for 3 hours. In the main
it was
room.
amazing,
absolutely phenomenal.
It was going off. Lab 11 is a great venue for that kind of thing, and the main room was absolutely going off. And I remember George looking at me. I think I was on my 3rd set of the day in Our House Rave. And I jumped out of the spin room straight into that room. Half hour's gone, and we're looking down, and everybody's checking their phones, looking like, Sanchez is on in half an hour. And George looks at me and says, he's not coming. And I'm like...
We received a text message that the actual flight was delayed. And
scary.
One of the worst things that I actually did, we didn't tell the driver to go pick him up from the airport.
Because he missed his flight.
So he had to grab a taxi. I felt absolutely awful afterwards.
I did.
Had to email the agent and the management to apologise because we left Roger Sanchez stranded. But when you're in the party, I actually watched the video today that I put a comment on Facebook that says, I must pace myself. I must pace myself. I must pace myself.
Yeah, that went well.
And then there's a video of me dancing to Grease 2000 on top of a throne.
Shocking. And this is shocking. But no, it was but that was one of the best. And to be fair, after the show, because me and George went into trance and all sorts, and it went off. If anyone was there, do you remember when I dropped Tony DeVee, The Dawn? And it genuinely went off. I don't know where that came from, but I'm glad I played it. It was phenomenal. So one
of the great things of actually
Todd Terry would be good. Yeah, Scott, definitely. We are going to work to get all these people on. To be honest, we've already had the okay from quite a lot of people. We didn't want to get these people on until we've test drove it today, if you like. But it's sounding good, I think. Everyone on Instagram, is this sounding good for you? Yeah, other than we're on it. Let us know. We're going to have jingles. We are going to be playing some tracks as well, Georgia.
Yeah, it would be good to get Jonathan as well. Our good old
John
friend,
Ulysses,
John Ulysses.
Ibiza legend.
Ibiza legend, John Ulysses. He'll have some stories to
tell.
Is he
watching?
He is watching. He's just shared the actual podcast himself.
Wow. Thanks, John.
Thank you very much, John.
Who remembers Ibiza Uncovered? And John Ulysses was on it. His little Jeep. I'll never forget that. And then in lockdown, God bless him, he came and played. Was it lockdown? He was lockdown.
He did the Our House Rave.
Our House Rave live stream
yeah.
at Vivid Ink, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
me and George were going and opening up.
No, you know what? That wasn't. That was for the live streams on the run up to the first one.
Was that the first one?
Yeah, it was.
Are you
It was
sure?
100%. I'm 100% confident that I'm right on that one.
And we've got John Ulysses down at Vivid Ink playing. You would never have known it was Vivid Ink, by the way. And it was amazing, to be fair, to have him down. So thank you for John. John, we'll never forget that. And then we went up and DJ'd for him in Stoke.
Yeah, no, we
at his
did.
event in Stoke. That was cool.
One of the great things of the last show is one of the things you're not actually discussing is bringing back Miss Moneypennies from its pause in Birmingham, and it, through massive negotiation trying to get that back in the city, and they've gone on to do really well to do the
Crooked House twice.
Crooked House twice, which is absolutely amazing.
But this is the thing that nobody was actually doing, and I say nobody. Okay, the other thing was happening here and there, but no one was sort of bringing back the reunion party like we sort of designed
to the level that we
which
did.
no one actually does now, because we've got 7 brands under one roof, and it is, I am very proud that we've done that and we've pulled it off. It is getting quite saturated now. There's a lot of events, so you're always trying to think and be innovative. What can we do different? And that's why we're here today. I just feel sometimes it's good to see the people behind the music. We're going to play some music, and like I say, get these guests on. We've got access to these people, and they're more than happy to do that. So that's the plan, and that's what we're going to do. So should we play some music?
Yeah, you know what I'd like to play, if you don't mind?
What?
A song that offer an act that we've got playing. So who do you think we should put? I actually really like
George
this.
is about to get us took off.
Yeah, I probably will. But
Go on.
this is one of my. This will get us taken off though. I
What is it?
was gonna put Everything But the Girl Todd Terry
No,
remix.
no.
Oh no, but come on, isn't that a song?
This is the problem, because we're on like Facebook. We have to be very careful what we
I know,
play.
but what an amazing song that
And while
is.
we're playing it, we're going to have to talk over it a little bit, just so that it doesn't, the bots don't pick it up and take us down.
What about Todd Terry's Something Going On?
Let's do that. No, that's even worse.
How's that even worse?
Hey, this is the problem. We've got such big, renowned artists. Anything you play is going to get taken off.
Technotronic, Pump Up the Jam.
Even worse. Oh God! Right, you have
Alex
a little
Party,
think. You have
Alex
a little
Party.
think. So Harry
Alex
Gordon, how you doing? Lee Bibb, how you doing? Get Janet Robertson on. Let's get. We'll come back to that
We'll
story in
come
a
back.
minute. That's a funny one. It's honestly, we've got so many stories just of the RH rave days, let alone our own private day. I'm gonna tell a story later. A very, very funny story about David Guetta. I told you this, haven't I? Funny story.
I don't think you have told me.
I have told you this when I played at Mint Club in Leeds. No.
I think
okay.
you did tell me this.
Funny. Ken Marks, Jack Henley, Baz Smith, Andy Colton. Good to kind of catch up today, mate. Ad Turner, Joe Hunt. Oh, God. Who else?
Is he back again? Is
he?
he?
Loves it. Absolutely loves it.
You know,
Honestly.
well, one thing
It'd
is
be the
whenever-
opening of a crisp packet, Joe would.
You know what? The one thing I comment hundreds of times on
And
Joe's.
you don't. And you know what?
It
you
never,
get? You know what you
ever,
get?
ever.
I only see a certain amount.
I only say a certain amount. He reads the one above, the one below it.
Sausage.
And it's just like, oh, I'll tell you. I am actually quite offended.
Right, and guys, Instagram, how are we doing? Can you hear me? Can you see me? How do we sound? Mr. Airborne, how you doing? Give us a share, Mr. Airborne. Come on. I know it's the Joe and Mr. Airborne show usually, but today's the Ruin George show. So we'd appreciate a little live share, please. Right, come on. You got some? What you got?
I'm going to show you now.
Here
Ready?
we go.
Here we go. It's going to actually transition over, and I'm going to press play over here.
Oh, so we've got Alex Party live. Of course we have. Oh, hello. It brings up the video too.
Yeah, you know.
That's cool.
It's
Well,
not.
if the-
It doesn't bring it. I brought up the video with
Well,
my.
if the track don't get us taken down, the video will.
Yeah, let's
well
hope
done,
so.
George. Come on,
Absolutely amazing.
Wayne, how you doing, cousin? Hope you're well. Sound deep. Do I sound deep, Jeff? Ooh.
It's the mic that brings up your bass tones.
Oh, lovely. I like it. Let's have a listen.
I don't need your life.
No one needs that bit. We have a bit of volume there.
I don't know how to, mate.
Oh, good. We'll also have an engineer next week.
I reckon that's going to be quite loud for them.
How's this sounding, guys?
Yeah. I'd like to thank Paul from Pure DJs for booking this for us. I was kept on calling her Alex Pantry for some reason. Yeah, I did. I think it was because I was drunk and I was in my pantry.
Wearing your pants. Oh, God. Well, do you know what? Quiet, yeah. Gary Barker said quiet. I was going to say it sounds quiet. There's got to be a way to turn that up. Come on, we want to bang this one out. Very tinny too.
Okay, so I'm going to have to find a way of doing it better next time.
Lee Bibb said, why don't George dress up and make the music videos? Don't give him ideas, guys. Don't give him ideas.
There's actually a video. If you there is a video of a live stream, should I say? I brought that down a little bit now. Yeah. Okay, that's awesome.
Video of a live. You can live in the background, so we've got a little bit of sound. How about that?
So basically, we were on the way to the Q Club for the first ever show, and I was 3 cars behind, and Rue drives really fast, and I'm phoning Rue up, and I'm like,
this is the first one, yeah.
This is the first one,
and I was so excited. It was like the morning of the event. I couldn't sleep. I woke up. I'm in my Range Rover. What have I just said that? you have to set the tone.
You do.
And I'm like literally at the end of the A38. For some reason, there's loads of traffic, and this is at like early in the morning, isn't it? And I'm driving, and I'm driving away, and all I can hear is like
one
this noise.
second. One second.
Okay,
you actually go live because you're so excited.
Oh yeah. Did you?
You actually go live, and then I see that he's gone live, really buzzing about going to the Q Club to get the setup going. We had the guys from Spin, Eddie, actually draping one of the rooms, and it was going to look absolutely fantastic. And so I see that Rue's gone live, and I can see he's at the end of the Aston Expressway, and I'm at the beginning of the Aston Expressway. So I say, Ange, stick your foot on it. Let's get closer. I'm dressed in a Superman onesie. That's all I'm dressed in.
Why was you dressed in that onesie?
I don't even
what was
know,
that
mate.
about?
I don't even know. I thought it would be hype. I thought it would be hype.
So real hype.
When we get off of the Aston Express, I say, Ange, just drop me off here because there's traffic all the way along the ring road. So she drops me off just before the roundabout of the ring road, and I start running down the ring road after Rue. But the traffic starts to go at some speed. So you've got this guy in a Superman's onesie running down trying to catch up with Rue, who's on the live stream. Oh man, it was so funny.
Dan Coleman said he remembers this. And I'm literally, no word of a lie, like pulling off, and all I can hear is this noise. I look in my rearview mirror, and I've got Superman running up to my car. He's got in the car, and I thought he was going to die. Do you remember?
I know, but it literally, I am not the fittest, but I'm probably, if you look at the percentage of the world, in the bottom 10% of fitness. If you actually look at it as a range.
Dressed as Superman in a onesie,
Yeah.
run up the A38. Honestly, imagine what the cars were thinking.
It's brilliant.
Oh, that honestly though, do you know? Honestly, when you look back at the R8 at that first launch party, it was amazing.
It was.
I do
unreal.
genuinely think that we've beat that event with other events though. I really do. We raised £10,000 on that one for Birmingham Children's Hospital, which was great. But yeah, it was a good one. I think it was just the whole Q Club.
The Q Club, there's nothing really better than that venue. It's a shame that it's disappeared now. You know, like people are breaking into. As a Mr. Thingy.
Yeah, my mum just said hello, mum. By the way, George was in a Spider-Man suit. It was actually a Superman suit, mum. I mean, either way, it's crazy. A bit twattish. Rob Cargan. Rob Cargan, happy birthday, fella. Hope you had a good one, mate, and enjoyed your meal. Cy Hackett said, class idea, the podcast. Can't wait for RH Rave. And
don't forget, you can subscribe to the podcast when it gets released on Apple Podcast, Spotify. I've only done it.
Us out.
You know, the only reason I've done it is so women can go to sleep to me.
George was sweating.
I was sweating.
Sweating, was nearly dead.
Jeez, I've tried to do that punchline twice.
I thought I was going to.
I'm trying to do that punchline twice, and he just won't let me.
I thought I was going to have to drive him round to the hospital, to be fair.
I know, it did almost kill me.
AJ, how you doing, mate? Hope you are good. So what are your memories of our house rave? Who wants to join us, by the way? Anyone want to join us? Anyone want to call? Who can call up and talk our house rave with us? Let me know and I will give you the number. What's the number, by the way?
I don't know. It's your number, isn't it?
Come on, guys.
Ange, if you're watching, I don't know where the wire is. How annoying is that?
Yeah, Ange, looking for this wire. Found the wire.
She gave it me. She gave me the wire and I can't find it.
And he's lost the wire already.
I lost the wire.
AJ Gibson, how you doing, mate? Hope you're well. The Transmaster himself. AJ's played the last couple as well.
He has, yeah.
Right, where are we? Who wants to call us, guys? If anyone wants to call us, please call us.
You haven't gave the telephone
I
number?
know, I'm looking for it now.
Okay, they can't call you if they haven't got the telephone number.
Okay. Anyone want to call us?
If they do want to call,
Okay, I'm going to put the number on there. I'm going to put the number on. Please don't call us in the night, please. 074... Wait, it depends what you look like. A3 145 226. There we go. The number's there. Who's calling us, guys? Come on.
And Angie's actually just said the wire is in the bag, and it isn't in the bag.
It's in the bag.
Let me try and have a look at it. Is anyone calling, by the way?
The wire is in the bag. No. No one cares. No one cares. So who's still with us? Guys, give us a little share if you can, please. This is the Our House Rave Stories from the Vault podcast 001. This is the pilot. We're going to give this one a go. Why can I hear myself?
Have you got it on volume there? Could that be the reason?
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there you go.
That's why. That's better. So yeah. There we go. So our house
Andrew,
rave.
can't find it.
Our house rave this year, by the way.
Should we go through what the actual event is? Because I know we're doing this for a bit of fun, but ultimately we have got an event, and
have we?
Yeah, it's in 6 weeks. Jeez, crazy times. Yeah. So the Our House Rave, the festival, A New Dawn.
Oh, that sounded good.
Well, you know, I'm a professional. New to this year's Our House Rave, it's not Holy House. It's going to be a room of trance with Judgment Sunday.
Yeah, new.
Were you wondering where I was going then?
Yeah. What's going on about?
What's going on? What's different? Yeah, so this year we have the likes of Judge Jules, Signum, Rue de Silva, Dave. Oh, Dave Pearce is in the Baker's room. But this is going to be... Oh, I forgot about Awesome 3. Liquid as well.
Oh, yes. Do you know what? On a serious note, right, I'm going to pat ourselves on the back here because this lineup, on a serious note, is...
Do you know what we need to do? We need to book their flights.
Who? Liquid.
We need Liquids and Rue de Silva's flights doing.
The podcast is not the place to talk about that.
But it's just I forgot. I forgot about the flights.
Good old George. Oh, anyway, Dan Coleman, remember the first one, coming out of Fuel Room and another side to the door and being some other brand turned and went back through and another door, hoping to return to the previous room, now out in smoking area. Needless to say, I was a little pickled. Mate, I'm pickled just reading what you just said, let alone that. Jess said Liquid Wicked. Let's put some Liquid on.
Let's put Liquid.
Let's put in the background so it gets taken right off that wall.
Let me try and find it first.
So, yes, Slipmat, Dave Fogg said to me, mate, you got to get Slipmat on this one. And I'd spoke to Matt the year before, and you know what? I'm glad we've got him. We've got him on it. I mean... The lineup itself, it's unnecessary. Let's be honest. We've literally gone way far and beyond.
How the lineup procedure works is I'll phone Rue up and I'll go, what about this? Oh yeah, we gotta have that, and then we'll book that. And then I'm like, well, what about this? Oh yeah, we gotta have that.
but the problem is, I wanted everything,
Literally.
and George went and got them.
Yeah, I did.
We didn't actually sit and do a costing on this event.
We didn't.
We just booked everyone that there is to book.
The thing is, it's not only, it's about putting on the best show ever.
Absolutely.
We don't do it for the money side of things. We do it to put on a spectacular event that is only once a year, that you can come to, and we don't dilute it by throwing one here, throwing one there, doing a garden party. We literally do one huge event.
Spoiler alert. We did try once though.
Go
We
on.
did try New Year's Eve and cancelled it.
That wasn't our fault.
No, it wasn't our fault.
If you remember,
We did all right
Okay,
tickets as well, to be
the
fair.
lineup for New Year's Eve was going to be. Don't you remember what the lineup was? New Year's Eve going to be?
Yeah, yeah.
Because it was going to be at the Victoria
The Victoria
Warehouse. It was going to be
Warehouse, yeah.
Masters
Massive.
at Work.
Yeah.
Todd Terry.
It was gonna be
Roger
crazy.
Sanchez. We just
That would have
couldn't.
been amazing if
We
we'd
just
have done
couldn't. We just couldn't get the acts. But yeah, that was going to be a show. That was. Yeah, it's
it.
unfortunate that
Show
we couldn't.
like no other.
It's unfortunate we couldn't get it all done. Yeah, so
Masters at Work was the one. That would have been amazing.
it would have been.
So yeah, the event that never happened, the event that never was, Masters at Work. So yeah, I mean on this one, let's be honest. Have you got that track yet?
I'm trying.
We're going to be so good next week. Okay, so yeah, Todd Terry, Judge Jules, Dave Pearce, Rui da Silva, Technotronic, Liquid playing in the background. I mean, Liquid, for me, I was like, right, we've got to get Liquid. We've got to get the people who made, again, arguably the biggest dance track there ever was. Georgie's rocking out over there. Oh, we've got visuals. Oh. So yeah, and we went and got them. But they just haven't got a flight book yet, I've just found out.
It'll be fine. Trust me.
So funny. We paid for them though. Right. So anyway, they might have to swim.
Yeah.
But what a track though.
Dum, 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 dum.
I genuinely think that this is one of the tracks, one of the first tracks I ever heard, house music wise. And also Closer as well.
Yeah, but you know,
Closer.
this song is actually
This is the one.
timeless. It's
Yeah.
just timeless. It's just timeless.
Big tune. Big tune. Ashley said, can't wait. Catherine Roberts, if you didn't get lost in a Q club at least once, then you never really went. Very true, especially after a beer or 10.
The one thing is that we haven't really bigged up the actual venue that we're going to be doing. This is actually the first show that is at that venue.
Can I tell a story?
Go on.
So obviously, let's knock it down to one or two. When we actually found the venue for Roller Jam, I remember walking in for the first time, and the hairs on the back of my neck stood up, and I thought, wow, this is an amazing arena for a rave. Unbelievable. And it's the sort of thing in the rock and roller days we'd be searching for. And George, straight away, we've got to do an event. And me being me, like, no, you want to do, you want to roller skate arena, we're going to do that. We're not going to do events. And for how long was I like, we can't do events. We
For
can't do
12
events. We
months.
can't do events.
For 12 months.
And then we did our house rave at Lab twice.
And
I
it's
just
such
felt-
an amazing venue.
it's a brilliant venue. Like, I love what I love about Lab 11 is the magnitude of rooms, and you can get around them. It's all very it flows nicely, but I just feel we lacked that big main room. And where else better in Birmingham right now than Roller Jam? And honestly, I cannot wait to. We know what we do in production, so production wise behind the scenes, because we're closing for the whole weekend. We're going to rig it for the Drum and Bass Awards on Saturday night. Shout out to Majika. And then we are going to do our house rave on the Sunday. So we're going to share production. It's going to be like no other. And honestly, when people walk into that main room, it's going to be, I think it's going to be a Q Club moment,
Of course it is. It's
when you
100%.
walk into the Q Club for that first time, you're like, wow. I genuinely think that's what we've got.
There isn't, when you actually have a look at that main room, it's it's in between Crane and
Q Club.
Q Club. I would say that it's in between those two fantastic venues, like for size. And the one thing with Crane, it is humongous.
Yeah.
But it still gives. I still think that with our main room, it gives a little bit more what's the word?
So what?
When it's intimacy.
Yeah.
It gives a tiny bit more than it's been so vast.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And it's got the character because you've got the the big iron girder structure left and right. It's good, and because we know what we're doing in the venue, I just can't wait to see the whole venue. I mean, people think, oh, it's just a roller jam, it's that one room. And what people are missing is what's going on the screen.
What do you mean? Oh, yeah,
What you're
sugar.
playing? Oh, for God's sake. Gremlins in the system, guys.
Sorry.
So, yeah.
I had it on the wrong. We are sponsored by Reg 123.
Pornhub just come up, George.
Oh my God. Ange! Well, it's her computer.
Sponsored by Reg 123. So, yeah, we're looking forward to it. And like I say, we've got 6 rooms. We're closing the street. We're using different rooms, different venues, all to make our house rave the 6 arena that we always do, but bigger, better. And I think the lineup suits what we're doing too. So yeah, can't wait. Catherine said she missed Technotronic at the one before last, pickled in the corner hugging a mate thinking she could hear the theme tune to Love Island.
I think I played that.
We've all been there. But yeah, we've got Technotronic, but we haven't just got Eric, what's his name?
Eric Martin.
Eric Martin, if you're listening, I know your name. Eric Martin, Technotronic, and the rest of the crew on this one as well. This is official Technotronic this time. So that's going to be a big one.
It's going to be absolutely huge. I can't wait. And we've got Abigail Bailey, the lovely Abigail Bailey, singing one of the greatest songs that have ever been written. It's had a bit of a resurgence recently.
Who was at our house rave when George?
Don't come on, man.
When George announced that,
just allow it, man. Allow it.
Drunk. What did you call her?
I came out on stage, and Todd Terry was standing behind the green area, behind stage, and I walked on stage with all the confidence that I could actually muster up. Not going to make a mistake on this one, and I stood there in front of everyone at Box Warehouse and said, this lady has written one of the most amazing songs, a timeless classic. She's written one of the biggest house tunes of all time, the one and only Angie Brown. And Angie Brown wasn't even on the lineup. I just had a complete and utter brain fart. Angie Brown, if you are listening, we love you. You're doing absolutely amazing. But I literally had a brain fart, said the wrong thing. I rushed off stage. I looked to the left, and there was Todd Terry laughing his socks off. And then, luckily...
Oh, George, you just dropped something?
Well,
that name you just dropped?
What do you mean? He was there.
He loves Todd. He loves Todd the God.
I
George
love Todd. Todd's my favourite. Todd Terry was my first ever international artist booking. I booked Ministry of Sound, and they actually booked Todd for me because I didn't even know who the agents were or management were. And he played at the Q Club for Ministry of Sound. And honestly, till this day, he's the most humble, down-to-earth person that you'll ever meet. And he's such an amazing DJ and person. So I said the wrong name. But luckily, Abigail Bailey, really, really nice, just said, no, that's not me. I'm Abigail Bailey. And went and sung the song fantastically.
And I'll never forget, after that gig, she ended up in the toilets, in the men's toilets, somehow singing Just Can't Get Enough. It was the most surreal thing ever.
I think they were unisex.
No.
I think
they were not unisex. No, not like that. No. Okay, let's just go back a little bit. Okay. And I'll remind her of that on the phone when I spoke to her the other day. So you've got, like, arguably play the track. Play the track.
No, that will take it down.
No, but if we're talking over the top of it,
no, but it will take it
unbelievable.
Down.
Anyway.
We can't play that track, but it's like, I can't just get enough. It's a feeling that love. Sexy lady.
Intoxicating, mate, says.
Oh, wait.
Intoxicating.
I thought it said
intoxicating. Okay, yeah.
I thought it was sexy ladies.
Intoxicating.
Okay, guys. I'm going to get the words up now.
Anybody know the answer to this?
No, I'm getting the words up. I'm getting the words up.
So, yeah, let's talk about Janice Brown. Because what's her name? Janice, what's her name?
Janice Robinson.
Janice Robinson.
No, let's not, because we'll get sued.
We get sued again. So this is what happened. So we booked Janice Robinson.
We booked Living Joy.
AKA Living Joy. Dreamer. I'm a dreamer. We all know that one.
That was brilliant.
That was good, wasn't it? That sounded good for his headphones, you know.
That was better than my.
It was, wasn't it?
100%.
Marcus out of 10, guys. But anyway, there you go, Joe Hunt. But it's intoxicating. Joe always thought it was Sexy Lady too. There you go, guys. So, where was we? So basically we booked Janice Robinson, aka Living Joy, and she'd just done X Factor. She somehow wanted to, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? Recreate her career, and she wanted like to go on essentially the biggest show that gives you that kind of platform.
And she did amazing.
And she did well, but she sang Dreamer once, and I didn't like anything else she'd done on there. And then we booked her as Living Joy, as Dreamer, to sing that track. She what happened? What even happened? So we put on the flyer as Living Joy, and we start getting these little messages through saying, "My name is Janice Robinson. I am not Living Joy."
Okay,
And,
I'm going to tell you a bit of a backstory
Go
here.
on then, you tell the story.
I got to our house rave and decided to drink 3/4 of a bottle of vodka and
George fell
in the green room.
asleep within 10 minutes of me getting there.
And fell asleep in the green room. And then Ange burst into the green room and went absolutely ballistic at me and went, "You're supposed to be DJing now. We were DJing before Janice Robinson. You're supposed to be DJing. Rue's already on there. You absolute waste of space." She never went into that much detail, but yeah, that's what I think she said. So I ran downstairs and to start to DJ on that one. And
I wouldn't let you DJ on that one.
He wouldn't let me DJ. I'm better
He was
when
so
I'm drunk.
drunk.
I'm better when I'm drunk.
His trousers were around his ankles,
They
pretty much.
weren't round my ankles.
So imagine this. So I'm like, right, okay, so no, you've missed a whole part of this.
It doesn't
gone
even say "sexy lady" anywhere in the song.
I said intoxicating.
Oh no, yeah, but the thing is, the whole song is "sexy lady." That's
No, it's not. It's called I Just Can't Get Enough.
I know, but guys, who says "sexy lady"?
Sexy lady, I just can't get enough. I've actually got a decent voice, you know.
You have, mate.
Through these headphones, yeah.
No, listen. you should do the vocals on.
Okay, so basically, it's intoxicating, George.
I know it is, but
we've got to that point now.
Oh, for God's
So
sake.
anyway, so Janice, you missed the whole point. Before the show, she'd gone and posted this whole thing on
that we were disrespecting
they
her.
were disrespecting her, and she was going to try and sue us. And the whole of Birmingham jumped on because it was a charity event. Everyone's like, "What are you doing?" And then it cast a bit of a bitter taste on the event, didn't it? Really. And then George was drunk, comes down, he's about to announce her. I'm thinking, no, you can't. You're not announcing her because he's blatantly just going to call her Living Joy. And then she sang.
I didn't. I called her Janice Robinson.
She sang 3 tracks. I was behind the deck, so I was like, right, listen. You've sang 3 really rubbish tracks.
And if anyone
We
knows
booked you as
anything
Living
about me,
Joy.
if anyone knows anything about me, when I'm DJing, I like to chop the music in and out. That's what I like. That's my go-to thing.
Yeah, we can't do that when someone's singing.
I know. Yeah. Well, I decided to be the DJ while she was singing, and then I was accused of sabotaging.
Catherine Roberts said she's deleted all my comments of her post because everybody just jumped on her as like, "What are you doing? Like, you absolute fool! These guys doing a charity event and you're taking it to these levels." It was a bit silly.
It was. I think she was trying to get some.
She was trying to get
press-
some press.
press, I think
Didn't
so.
quite work.
Yeah. So.
Interesting. Well, that lost us 15 live viewers. Guys, can you give us a share, please? Because we are struggling. No, I'm only joking. It's quite good, to be fair. Rue J is a dreamer, says Joe Hunt. Says
Joe, so you're going to come next week?
sorry?
Joe, is he going to come next week?
He's
Am I
coming
asking-
next week.
is he-
Basically, what he wants to do, he wants to check it out first.
Right. No, I
Send it
thought
to his
so.
manager.
Yeah. No. Of course. Yeah.
Fold his white towels. And then if
get it
it's good
signed.
enough for
Get
him,
it signed off,
get it signed off.
as they say.
Tosser. So anyway, Catherine Roberts, I snuck backstage and got a pic with Todd Terry. So did George. Loves him. Honestly,
He's
loves
my
him.
favourite.
Sophie Webb watching, how you doing? Ian Wells sounded good, thank you, mate. Ian's got some funny stories to tell, no doubt. Probably about us as well.
Wasn't there actually a? Wasn't there enough?
I could tell you a funny story.
Oh, no,
Me and
no,
George
no.
played at Greenfields. Is it Greenfields?
No,
Forbidden.
I don't. You
Forbidden
can't bring up
Forest. I'm not bringing
Forbidden
that up. I'm just bringing this up. Ian Wells got about 57 phone calls in 10 minutes. Remember that one, Ian? Funny. So anyway, let's have a track, guys. Come on.
Okay. That was. I was actually talking. Remember when we got Swifty to do the driving for one of the Our House raves?
And she said, didn't she just bring out High Stall, Boys to Men style mid-performance?
She did.
So okay, let me just set the scene right. So our house rave, you've got everybody like 30 plus, all having the time of their lives. It was going off. Janice comes on and she starts singing these like real mundane tracks that she sang on X Factor, and we're like,
Yeah, like soul tracks.
And we're like, no, Janice, this is about classics, club classics. Where's Dreamer? It's all we care about. And she puts it next track, number 2, and I'm stood there playing them. I'm like, listen, I ain't playing number 3, I'm playing Dreamer. She went, no. So I played number 4, which was Dreamer, and she had to do that, and then we took her off. Got rid of her, basically. Yeah, funny
Remember
story.
when Duke? He was good, wasn't he? So
Duke
in love
was
with
good.
you.
Very, very good, Duke
Very
was.
good. Very good.
Do you know when you've got some right? You know, like you go through your whole life. Like these are tracks that, let's be honest, moulded us and our lifestyles. And Duke's So in Love with You is such like a pivotal song for me. And I always had this thing in my head of what it looked like.
Yeah, no, same here. And it
then
doesn't
we
look
booked him.
anything like the
So
version.
in love with you. I've got to stop the singing now. But we booked him. I was like, right, this is the guy. Let's get Duke So in Love with This. It's going to be phenomenal. So we book him, and we asked for a video so we can, hi, this is Duke. Looking forward to our house rave, blah, blah, blah. But then we get this video through, and I'm like, who's this guy? And it's like, it's Duke. And I was just a bit like, this is so weird. Who remembers Duke from the last Our House rave? Do you remember him? Little dude, little Scottish fella. Running around singing like, brilliant track though. Brilliant track.
Amazing song. Amazing.
I'm looking forward to this year. And I think it's been little bit...
Okay, I'm going to tell you what you're looking forward
Go on,
to.
then. Here we go. Oh. No, I wasn't thinking this, but while we're there, let's have a bit of trance, shall we? Oh, hello. Where's she come from? So, yeah, trance. When we were talking about it, right, what do we do? Who do we get? We need the guy. Who's the guy? Who's got the brand? And Judgment is a brand that's very close to my heart, to be fair. Because obviously when I did Our House Rave in Ibiza, well, I'm sorry, Rock and Roll Ibiza.
Rock and Roll, mate.
Judgment was on a Sunday, and because of our success on a Friday, Jules moved his Judgment Sundays brand that had been there for 20 odd years to Fridays, and we got kicked out, and it failed, and they died. So it was a little bit like, right, let's get Judgment. There's a bit of a backstory there, and that was the story. But as part of that, we have booked. We're in sync, me and George, loads, like, can you tell? We have booked...
Signum.
Hey. Big tune.
Massive.
Big tune. So we booked, so you can hear this track live and direct by Signum themselves, and the other one.
What's the other one?
So the other one is... What's this, Coming On Strong, yeah?
Coming On Strong.
The other one
You got
is...
me. That one.
How's it
You
go?
got me. You did that one. You got me.
What is wrong with this guy, man? Seriously.
You
So,
got me. So yeah, Judgment Sundays on a Sunday. It's the reunion of all reunions.
Yeah, it's going to be a big one. It's going to be a big one.
Rue de Silva. We'll play that one in a bit, yeah.
Yeah.
It's also Seb Fontaine. Absolutely buzzing about that one. Judge Jules. Signum. Is there anyone else in that room?
Signum. You've just said Signum.
Yeah, I've said Signum.
Seb. Said
Seb.
that.
I've said Seb. Rue de Silva. Judge Jules.
We got Vicky Devine
Vicky Devine.
and Tristan Ingram.
Yeah.
So Vicky and Tristan were the original residents in Ibiza. So we had to get them on the show, and here they are. Well, they're not here, obviously. It's just me and George today. Yeah. So we haven't got the funding this week, but
It's a shame. It's a shame.
so yeah. What else have we got, guys? Let's have a little think. What else have we got?
Just a little bit about the event itself. The VIP tickets, there are less than a handful available, and once they're gone, they're gone. Because
VIP is a very, very, very recommended. That's the word I was looking for.
Is that the word?
Yeah. That'll do.
I recommend them too.
It's a crap podcast, you know. No, it's not.
Jeez, that's the.
I'm only joking. Yeah, so anyway, anyone that's coming to the event, please tag them in. Please let them know we're live. Because we could do with a couple of people following and listening to us. But no, on a serious note, tonight is all about
The test.
the test. We are
Testing.
testing.
1, 2, 3.
But yeah, so what'll happen is from this, someone else will do it in about 2 weeks' time.
And say they're the originators.
And they'll say they were the originators of the podcast. No. So, I'm just trying to find the lineup here. But you know, like we were talking about our awesome 3. Come on.
Oh,
Come on.
you want me to put that on?
Yes.
Let's
so,
do it.
again, going back to the original Our House Rave lives that we did, there's like 10 tracks that I could literally pinpoint and go that, and they were the makings of our soundtrack. And honestly, awesome
Is it the Kicks
3.
Like
the
a
Kicks
Mule?
Like a Mule, I think
thought
is
it
the
was.
one.
I think it's that one.
That's the mix. This is one for me that is just like signifies what we're about. So when George is
The problem is we're doing it on YouTube and there's adverts. So if you want to watch the advert for the voice twillo.co.uk,
it's probably more interesting than us. So
well, listen,
whack it on, see what they say.
I want.
joking.
You never know. They might want to sponsor us
Yeah, I'm sure they'll be queuing up after
with
this.
our 15 people
They're going to be
and a packet
queuing
of
up.
wine
Oh, I've
gums.
got 19 here.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to be queuing up here. Anyway,
Let's
so
hope
yeah.
so.
Are we over the advert yet?
No, it's still going.
So
I might be able
awesome.
to
So
skip it.
awesome 3.
I actually can skip it. How about-
Awesome 3. I spoke to them and I said, look, we really want you on the show. We thought they were going to play hardball, and she was like, no, we're there. We want to do it. They know about the event. And what a huge tune. The piano drop in this track for me, big. It's massive. It's what we're about. I am going to keep talking because otherwise we'll get taken down. We know that it's a bit quiet on the volume front.
I like that dancer. You seen him? Look at that.
Yeah, it looks a bit
Look at him
like
go.
Yeah. So where's it gone? So can we not turn? Is there no way to turn this up on the actual Mac?
It's saying that it's up.
It's ain't Max, and there's nothing on the.
It's actually saying, like, I've got it here, that it's hitting the red.
This is so Radio 1.
I'll tell you, we're getting there. Now, what we'll do is I'll find the wire that Ange found me that I must have left in the car, and
Then
we'll
we can
plug
play
it.
through that.
We'll play it through that on the
phone.
The phone.
So I think we can use Spotify then.
Yeah, we can. Yeah,
Anyway, so let's take a minute to appreciate this breakdown.
I can't bear to see you leave me. I beg you don't know.
I was enjoying that. I mean, what a tune. Big tune. I can't believe we've only got 25. That has gone fast. I thought it was in about 20 minutes in.
No. This is it.
Wow.
It's amazing. And like I said, it's going to be available on all podcast suppliers. So it's going to be on Spotify. It's going to be on Amazon. So all you women out there can go to sleep with me. I've tried to do that 3 times.
Maybe go to bed with me,
No, like I go
whispering sweet nothings in your ear holes.
I go
Sure,
to
there's a
sleep.
second way of
I
saying
actually
that.
go to sleep listening to Joe Rogan. So
A bit different.
I know, yeah. I think this has got the scope of being as good as.
Joe Rogan.
No, not at all.
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, yeah. George, what's your? Give me like the funniest. Okay, give me the funniest story that you have of somebody famous in. I think I know what it is. In the club industry.
Okay, so the one of the funniest.
Is it Gatecrasher?
It is Gatecrasher.
Is Ange involved?
Yeah, Ange's
I know
involved. Okay, so basically, we were at Gatecrasher Birmingham, and will.i.am was there performing. He performed his concert, and he decided to do an after party, and so he took a bit of a kind into Orange, and he came up to me and said, "Oh man, look at Ange. She looks like this is my impression of him. She looks like the Queen, man. She looks like the Queen." And I said, yeah, she's like the Queen, or wrinkly, like the notes. And he goes, "Man, you look like Gru." And I was like, so that stuck. You know what I mean?
Funny,
It's true. I do look like Gru. And Ange doesn't look wrinkly whatsoever. She got invited back to their after party. Ange did.
Did she?
She did, yeah.
What about you?
I didn't. I had to give. She never went to the. But by the way, just so you know, Ange didn't. Well, actually, no, Ange didn't go to the after party. I actually gave will.i.am a piggyback all the way to his limo.
And will.i.am actually looked at me
He did
that night and said, "Oh my God, you could tell he was so cool." So he must have not gone to Specsavers at that point.
Yeah, no.
Tattoos and not cool. Anyway, so can I tell you mine?
Yeah, go on.
I've
You
just
tell me
invited
yours.
myself.
That was
So
a really
I was
good
playing-
segue. Is that what they call it? Is that what they call it? A segue.
Segue.
Yeah, is that what they call it?
I don't know.
I think it is.
We'll go with that.
Yeah, we'll go with the segue.
So yeah, Dave, I'm playing at Mint Club in Leeds for Andy Tutney. Shout out to you if you're watching. He won't be. There's only 20 people. So yeah, I've been invited to play down there, and he said, "Oh, I've got this new guy who's going to be big. He's just had a big track released, and it's getting some traction." And it was David Guetta, and it was Just a Little More Love that he just released.
Just a little more love, just a little more peace is all it takes. There you go.
I mean, this is 2001, so I'm still young at that point. I'm 25, maybe. All right.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm 25. So yeah, he's booked me. I used to enjoy myself then, and I remember like being behind the decks. I warmed up for him, and I played. It was obviously everything was vinyl, and I played my last track, and I took like a bit of a group up there, and I kept it relatively, warm up. This track, I thought, right, I'm going to play this track. It was I can't remember what it was now. I'd just been down to Depot Records, who remembers that, and picked up a load of wicked music, house music, and I played this track, and he didn't even stop the track. He turned it off. So it went, joom, 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 joom.
Before the break.
Joom. Mate, 1 minute in,
Are you being serious?
right? He hasn't even got a record on the deck. And I'm like, I don't care who this guy is. And he was big. Or his missus, and she was just as tall. And we had a right argument. And then went to be like worldwide.
Well, we actually booked.
Superstar.
We booked David Guetta at Gatecrasher while Simon Rain booked him, and he was late for his DJ set by 45 minutes because he wanted to watch the end of his movie. He actually stayed in his hotel room to watch the end of his movie.
What a guy.
No, so
Ravi's
that's-
watching, Ravi Fuel. Cannot wait to
let's
have you
talk about
boys.
Fuel.
Do you know what? Ravi,
is
we
an
need
institution.
Ravi, we need you and Barry, or you
Oh,
or
we'd
Barry
love that.
on this show.
We'll
or
get
at
extra
least
cameras.
on the phone.
No, we'll get extra cameras.
We'll get extra cameras. We'd have to have a camera
The
on
studio, the studio is in Digbeth, so it isn't hard to get to. So we'd love for you to come down and talk everything about Fuel, how it started, the clothes shop, everything else.
I was once a competitor of Fuel, Ravi. We're now friends. I used to do Clique on a Friday, and the lads had Fuel, and I had no choice really because I was promoter of the steering wheel. Then it changed to Hidden, and then I was given Fridays, and then I took over Saturdays, Peruvia with Promise. But then Clique and Fuel went head to head, and we kind of wasn't friends for a bit, and it's a bit sad. But we're friends again now, And we've got them on the show this year. We did was it the first show we did with Fuel?
Yeah,
first
we did.
one.
The
Did
first
we have
one
on the
with Fuel.
second one as well?
No, just the first
Just
one.
the first one.
This is like the return of Fuel.
And then we've got them on this one. It's the 25th year anniversary of Fuel. So we did the 25 years of Miss Moneypennies.
Yeah, we did.
And now we've got 25 years of Fuel. And
It's really important that everyone that went to Fuel back in the day comes and
every face.
every face. We want one of the brilliant things that happened at the Q Club, especially the Q Club, and the latter Lab 11s, is that you went into each room and the people that went to those events were still stood in the same
it was
kind of
mental.
places. They
Mental.
were like, you'd go to the corners and you'd see the same people who stood in the corners.
You'd go to the DJ booth and all the
you'd see
DJ groupies were still there.
Still there. It was
Bit
absolutely
older,
amazing.
but still there.
But what we really want all of you Fuel attendees to come down to this one.
Yeah.
It's going to be absolutely phenomenal to bring back that fabulous brand. We can't wait, and we've
got
privileged.
Jazzy M. Put Jazzy M on. Put
Oh,
Jazz in the Way on. So Jazzy M, Jazz in the Way, we know. Again, it's a big tune that we used to play.
Big tune.
Leading up to the first Our House Rave. We've never booked Jazzy for this event, but Jazzy's actually played for Fuel previously. I believe it was for one of their birthdays. So talking to Ravi, we're like, Ravi, who should we get back? And he mentioned Jazzy. I was like, let's do it. That's the one. And this, for me, I know George loves this track too.
Oh, I love it.
It's just house music, funky house music. In one record, that doesn't make sense.
Do you what? Is it the Illicit remix? I think it is, isn't it?
I
That's the-
think
I think it is the Illicit. I think it is.
Let's give it a go. I don't
Let's
think it
give
is.
it. I think it is, mate. Price tracking by Expedia is the advert before that one. Just so you know.
Nice.
Just wanted to make you.
So we've got all the original residents, even Bretsky coming back for this one. Let's have a look at the lineup. Where's this lineup? Let me find it. Because it's a special one for Fuel. It really is. Jazzy M, the track in the background now. Jazz
is
in the
this
Way.
one?
It is this one, yeah.
I know my mixes.
Bretsky, Danny Kane, Paul Kelly, Ashley
Oh,
West.
amazing, Danny Kane. That's the first time Danny's come and done the show for us.
Becky DeFunk, Tony J, Rob Nash, and percussion by Chris Wood. But this tune, honestly, I could listen to this track on repeat.
Jeff Jeffers is actually on the podcast. Big
yeah.
shout out to Jeff.
Jeff, do you know what, Jeff? We've got to get you on this podcast.
Oh, no,
mate,
we'd love
'cause I know
that.
You've got a lot of very, very, very funny stories. Alex Shellis, if you could relive one moment in time on the decks, what would it be? Very, very, very good question, that is. George gave me an amazing opportunity, and it was like something I'd always dreamed of, to warm up for Eric Murillo.
Oh, that was
Phone me
amazing.
up, mate, would you warm up for Eric Murillo? I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. And he actually said to me that was an amazing warm up, and he made my year. So yeah,
It was amazing. Eric was a phenomenal DJ. Absolutely phenomenal.
it was just house music through and through, wasn't it?
It's just the tricks that he did and the vocals that he put over the tracks. He just really. Mine actually is the Cream Classics first ever show that I did. Jeremy Healy was late, and I had to play the main set for 20 minutes because he was late for 20 minutes. I remember going to Alistair White. I said, "Listen, all right, let's go." I never said that. I remember. I asked Alistair Whitehead if he'd play on. I said, do you mind playing on a little bit, mate? Because Jeremy's going to be a little bit late. And he goes, I'll be honest, I need to head off. I need to head off. We had 1,000 people in the Q Club, and I had to play the main set for 15 minutes. I think I ended up doing the worm.
Of course you did.
I think I did.
Of course you did. Of course you did. No, I know. Yeah, of course you did.
I think
yeah,
that's what I did.
yeah. You always do.
I know, yeah, but that was the first ever time I did the worm.
Doing the worm. Do you know what? Do you know what as well though? And I'm not just saying this. One of the most memorable sets for me was the last Our House Rave.
Yeah, no, that was unbelievable.
Because we played 3 hours as we went into the story earlier, and Sanchez didn't turn up.
No fault of his own.
Delayed. And
No fault of his own.
no fault of his own. Disclaimer. So yeah, and then we were forced to play on, and because we just went through the styles, we didn't just do we didn't do the typical Our House Rave big classics. We went into trance. We went on a little bit of a journey.
Yeah, I played Axwell in the air. Remember?
In the Air, yeah.
A little bit more
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. More EDM.
And the Signum tracks, both
And
of
the
them
Signum
went
tracks,
off.
yeah, went off.
And I think that's when we looked at each other and went, you know what, we've got to introduce trance to
We
this
have to.
event.
Cafe Del Mar with Martin
And then
Luther
every
King
other event
over
in
the top.
Birmingham did the same thing.
Yeah, of course, yeah, but it doesn't matter. We're the originators. we have to be happy that we're the originators, the original. The mad thing is James Hype is actually using the Our House name as well.
No, he is, yeah.
How mad's that?
Our house.
So you've got like people up north using it,
I know.
and like, but
Luckily, we don't care that much because we know.
I
what we're
do.
about.
I care.
So yeah, Jazzy M, Jazzy Know, we've just spoke all the way through it, but yeah, that was a great question. That was, mate. Brilliant.
That was a
question.
very good question.
Yeah, Jeff said he's got some stories from when he came back from Miami Music Week. I bet. Chet, how you doing? 21 years since Command and Conquer was released, and we were all at Star City, Long Island Iced Tea Bar. I played the launch of that.
Did you play
Yeah,
that?
I
I
played
was
the
there
launch
for
night
that.
of that.
I was actually
That
there.
was a good night.
Didn't
that
you
was.
play Mustard?
Oh, sorry, it was that then?
You played Mustard.
It was Mustard.
Yeah, you played
I'm
Mustard.
getting my,
yeah. So basically,
bases wrong.
we were supervisors for each bar. There was 3 bars on Long Island, and that is actually how I started promoting.
Is it?
Yeah, because it wasn't doing well, the actual place, so we started doing.
And then they closed.
And then they closed. No, they did. They did close after I left, obviously. No, but it gave me my first touch. I think my first ever event was at Rosie's.
Really?
Yeah,
In Sutton.
I did the first ever Saturday day event.
Can we talk about the first time? Not the first time we met.
One of
But
the first
the memorable
times-
time we met.
Okay, you know what? He has to do this to me. This isn't fair.
So this is funny.
No, basically, Rude booked me
This
for
is- this
type
is class.
2. Is it type
Classic.
2? Is it?
Type 3.
Type 3. And I was going through a phase that I thought, I need to get an image. You know what I mean? I haven't got an image. George the Greek, no image. He's just like the tall, fat Greek bloke. Well, I wasn't fat then.
Nah,
I was
not
very
at all.
thin.
He was very slim.
I was very slim. But then I thought to myself, and Ange is very good with image and stuff and everything. So
Did Ange tell you to go out like that?
no, she did not. She did not want to. She did not tell me to go out like that at all. So I wore a pinstripe suit, trousers and jacket with a black t-shirt, and to set it all off, a Michael Jackson trilby. I remember going to the door, Rue coming out to greet me, and he couldn't hold in his laugh. Oh my
I was
god!
very intoxicated at that point.
I've done some stupid things.
Ange said, "Are you sure it isn't the Pete Tong story at CF? What's that?"
Oh man, that girl, Angela,
What girl?
Ange.
Oh yeah.
I've told her to behave
Oh,
herself.
okay, yeah. What Pete Tong? Where are we?
We're at Creamfields, basically.
Okay, yeah.
Angie's backstage at Creamfields, and I
Yeah,
told
yeah.
her to behave herself.
This is when.
This is about 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Pete Tong does a show where it's the Pete Tong show, like
Okay.
and Pete Tong and friends. And if you've got access all areas, you're allowed backstage. So you what we did, we went on stage, so we were part of his entourage behind there. I never went up there because I knew what was going to happen.
Yeah.
5 to 7 minutes of Ange, my sister. I think Danny Whitehead's wife was up there, and like a few of us were up there. We were asked politely to go from a place that we shouldn't have been.
Yeah.
Because we shouldn't have been there.
Yeah.
We don't know Pete Tong.
Okay.
We're not part of his entourage. It's not that there is no right of us to be up there. I never went up there because I knew this was going to happen. So Ange gets kicked off, and Ange being Ange, as she's being getting kicked off, she's walking down the stairs, and to the first person that she sees, she goes, "Ah, that Pete Tong's a right knob." Now, he wasn't being a knob. We didn't know him. We weren't supposed to be there. But what actually she was speaking to was actually Pete Tong's manager.
Oh, wow. Oh my god.
So yeah, we never got invited back to Creamfields again.
So this is a good question. So Jess LH says, "Can you upgrade your ticket to a VIP ticket?"
It can't be done because there's only a handful of VIP tickets left. So if we actually tried to do the upgrade now, too many. Like it would just.
Yeah.
I'll have to work out how we do it if that at all possible. You got to understand that the VIP tickets are going to give side stage access to the left-hand side and the booths.
So you're going to have your own private area in the main room, and you're also going to have your own private area and bar and chill out area away from everybody else and toilets. So yeah.
Okay, that's the first I knew about that one.
No, you're going to have posh portaloos.
Okay, so we'll have to try and do that.
That's what we're going to do.
Okay. Disclaimer. It's going to be good enough just to have the side entrance of the stage and the booths.
Ange called him a knobhead.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Ange. I was actually trying to tone it down a bit, just in case, people listen. But now you've gone and told everyone. Thank you. I appreciate the.
Jeff, do you remember Toast in Brum? Yes, I do. Do you remember Toast?
I don't remember Toast.
Do you not remember Toast? Jeff, where was that again, mate? Can't remember. Where are we?
So this podcast is exactly how we it's going the way that we want to. Okay, it's a little bit rough around the edges. We want everyone to get involved. We want everyone to tell their stories, to comment on the podcast itself, to actually ask us questions, remind us of stupid things that have happened in the past. The
idea is we want to get a guest of each arena on every week leading up to the event. So next week we're going to have Joe Hunt on, talking all things steering wheel, about the way that he his career kind of took off thanks to me, and and basically all the stories and the backstories from the days of the steering wheel, again arguably the jewel in the crown of Birmingham nightclub industry, because I think it really did sort of cement the way for a lot of people, the steering wheel club, and I'm looking forward. That should be a good.
No, it'd be nice to have Joe
chat. And we'll have him actually in the studio as well. We'll probably tell him to stand down the hallway because he's that loud that if he was on, he'd probably blast our eardrums off. So yeah, he won't need a mic. But no, it'd be a good laugh. Getting
definitely.
him on, and some very, very interesting stories. We've got 8 minutes left, guys. We've got 8 minutes left.
Probably 7, really.
7 minutes left. Tash Burkett said she got a VIP last year. But this year, it's really worth getting VIPs if you can. What I would say is, if anyone's got a VIP, anyone wants a VIP, try to buy a VIP and sell your ticket on. Because leading up to the event, a lot of people are going to want them. Trust me. And all I would say is, never ever buy tickets off anyone claiming they're selling tickets on our links and on our posts, because
100%.
There are a lot of bots out there who are not real people and they'll just take your money. So yeah. Let's put, because we're getting to the end now, it doesn't matter if we get taken off. Let's have a bit of Technotronic.
I'm concerned. I've just thought about it.
Okay.
It might not go on Google and Spotify if we put music on.
I really reckon.
Yeah, because Spotify definitely won't.
Yeah, but we're talking all over it though, so it shouldn't. We can try it. Well, we've played enough tonight anyway. We'll soon find out, won't we?
Yeah, but what I don't want to do is like play one fully at the end.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
It does.
And then just ruin it all.
It does make sense. Cheers for that, Joe.
Let me have a look now.
Loving me as always.
I'm gonna tell you how many. What's he saying?
Called me a B-end.
That's not very nice, John.
That's not very nice, is it? Remember, mate, I've got the mic.
Yeah, but he's got the tick.
Yeah, he's got a tick.
There's that many left. I'm not gonna.
That many what?
That many left.
VIPs.
Yeah.
0.
No.
Oh, what am I looking at?
Oh, it moved.
5.
You can't say.
Why?
I don't want to like.
Okay, guys. There's 5 VIP tickets left, so just go get them. Go get them.
I didn't want to say that because it's like.
Do you know what's crazy? The tickets are shifting so much now. It's now we're 6 weeks, 7 weeks out, 6 weeks out. They are 50, really.
It's 53 days, I think, or something.
Wow!
Like that.
I'll tell you what we'll put on Lisa Marish, Mr. Friday Night.
Mr. Friday Night.
I think it's the Goodfellas remix, and this will lead us on nicely to next week's podcast, because we're not going to have her on. We're going to have Joe, next best thing. So
who is Mr. Friday Night?
And and Lisa Marish, this track, and she's cost an arm and a leg, thinking about it.
Lisa Moorish, you mean?
Moorish.
Not Lisa Marie. Lisa Marie.
Lisa Moorish.
Lisa Moorish.
No, Lisa Marish. Moorish.
Maurice. Lisa Maurice.
Lisa Moorish.
Okay, let's do that.
So let's put that on. It's the Goodfellas mix, I think.
Pantene presents.
Joe,
New
what's the mix,
Monica
Joe?
Bond
Joe, what's
repair.
the mix, please?
Oh shit! I've just done the Friday night one.
You can't swear.
Oh, the Goodfellas. The
Goodfellas, that's
yeah,
the one, mate. Joe, I've got 4 genuine tickets if anyone wants them. It's my guess it's got to pop up my wages somehow because Rue pays peanuts. You are the funniest guy ever, Joe. Funny.
I've actually got tickets for the Nice event this week. Where is it this weekend? Is it that one?
Yeah, no one wants them.
Yeah. I'm selling them for £1.
50p. Anyone wants? Joe, can I have some guesses for Saturday, mate, please? So yeah, a bit of a shout out for Joe. He's got it's not nice.
It's the Nice Spring event.
Yeah, nice spring event.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's called something different to that. But that's this weekend. If anyone's got nothing better to do, go there. I mean, X Factor's on.
Yeah,
I'll probably start
that's
home.
True. That's true.
So anyway, this is really quiet. So who remembers this track? We'll listen to the breakdown because it'll be a huge tune. Simon Wood says steering wheel and bonds. It's going to be big, big, big. For sure. Tash Beckett said she got a VIP. I've already said that. And Shaw says she's not going to sell it. Not selling your VIP. Do not do that. I was talking about maybe selling your... I just thought, have you got a mic overlay on there on the music? Is that why it's dropping?
No, it's because I haven't got it connected.
Oh, okay. Oh,
So
that's just
basically,
coming through your
it's
Mac?
Speakers to that.
Ah, do you want to lift it up a bit then? That's not making any difference, is it?
No. I just need to get that wire that I got from Andy's.
Right, okay. So
that's what I
this
need.
track you can hear live
I can't find it. I can't find
in
it.
the steering wheel room, which Joe will be hosting.
Is it, it's actually Joe Hunt Presents.
Joe Hunt Presents. You wouldn't think it. He ain't even said it.
I'll be honest with you. I didn't even know Joe was playing. I actually completely forgot he was playing.
So who remembers this track? Shh. Is there a video to this?
No.
Oh.
There isn't, unfortunately. Instead, it's got us bopping.
Do the thing, the silhouette thing that's just on.
I know, but that was part of a video. Yeah, what I'll do is, listen, I'll be the silhouette. You ready? Hang on 1 second. Okay.
So Joe is cheap. Oh, go on, George. Go on, George. Go on, son. Go on. Who needs silhouette dancing men where you got George? The funny thing is, I can see him like 3 seconds ahead of you guys.
That's enough. There you go. Thank you. I've enjoyed that, you know.
Yeah, it's not been bad. It's been alright.
It's like a bit of
That's gone
therapy.
that's gone real quick, that has.
Yes.
So like we say, guys, we are going to have some very interesting guests on over the next 6 weeks. So this was always the mess around show where we get things wrong. We're just testing things out.
And we haven't done that much wrong, really, when you think about it.
It's been good. It's fun. I mean, we've still got 23 people. I mean, TV must be rubbish tonight, but we've still got 23 people.
That isn't bad going.
Oh, and let's have a look at Instagram's going. Instagram, I forgot about you guys, to be honest. Let's have a look.
We'll keep the, yeah, Tasha, you can book me as a dancer, there's no problem.
You don't want him as a dancer, do
No,
you?
we're both echoing now.
I'm echoing.
Oh, it could have been because I was on the screen that I Okay, just George sounds like he's in a swimming pool. Yay!
So turn the track off or slow it down, please. All right, David, go ahead, chill out.
There you go.
So anyway,
There you go.
did you miss my joke?
I got it.
So
I got the joke, mate. You didn't have to explain yourself.
I know, yeah. Mate, it's not as funny. Anyway, so that was fun, guys. Like
Really
I say,
appreciate you tuning in, to be honest.
anybody that has not got tickets for Our House Rave, it is Bank Holiday Sunday, May the 5th. 4,000 people, 7 rooms of music, 6 iconic brands.
Did Ravi or did they get back to you?
Get back to me, he's on here. You mean reply?
Yeah.
No.
No.
I reckon he was like, come on, went, oh,
Yeah.
wow, I've got to watch Corrie again.
Yeah, disappeared.
Which I don't blame him, but we'll get him on. We'll get him on. So,
if anyone's got any ideas, we could do, if there's anything that you think that would look like,
drop us a message and give us your opinions on what we could do to make this more interesting.
We are going to get some posters. It looks a bit boring.
It looks a bit, we need one right behind my head and right behind your head.
So
it looks a bit like House Rave. But ultimately, this, like we say, this is the pilot, and it's just about getting the sounds right. We know what wires we need now for next week.
Yeah, we do.
And thanks, Ange, for putting it out for George. Well done, George, for not finding it.
No, I actually went mad because I couldn't find it earlier. I've got some extension wires as well. I'm not buzzing with this. This is going amazingly.
Extension wires. So, there we go, guys. Thanks to everyone that's tuned in tonight and stayed with us and shared and joined in. We want you to all be a bit more confident next time, and we want you to phone in and we'll have a conversation, because we'll have a wire connected to this.
And it will plug in.
And it'll plug in, and you can hear you on there like you're in the studio.
Wowzers.
Joe said he can't believe I even turned up. Well done. And on time.
No, I actually cannot believe he was actually on time.
I was on time, wasn't I?
On time.
I actually left early, but I got here on time.
Yeah, no. It's
So, it's been great, guys, and we look forward to next time. I think we're going to find out now. Next time. So, Skiddle, what was that now? That was the House Rave show, wasn't it? The first one?
You just said it. No, don't you remember on a voice
One
note?
time.
We're on voice noting each other. And for some reason, you said next time that way. And then it's stuck. Next time.
And it was Georgia, wasn't it, that picked it up?
Yeah. We're laughing off.
Honestly.
The joys we've had. Oh, yeah.
So, So, like we say, guys, thanks to everyone that's tuned in. Next week will be fun. Joe is going to come here, and we're going to get him signed off by management.
Yeah, we just have to pay him his brown paper bag full of shit. Sorry, too much.
I don't know where that would come from. Anyway. But I agree.
Yeah.
Anyway, so cheers, guys. Have a
Thank
great
you.
weekend.
Thanks a lot. Speak
we will
soon.
see you all next
Speak
time.
soon.
We'll
Bye-bye.
see you all next time.